Hey my little nation, it's me, Lena Knives, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the yellow eyeshadows that I own. As some of you guys may know, it's really difficult to find a really good, affordable yellow eyeshadow. So, here are some of your options. Some of them are not like super pigmented, but I guess they should get the job done. I'm going to be doing finger swatches, brush swatches, then I'm going to be doing finger swatches and brush swatches on a primed hand. So one with primer, one without primer, one with a brush, and one with some fingers. Now, the first yellow eyeshadow I'm going to show you is from Real Colors Everlasting Long Wear. It's in the Bright palette. I featured this before when I first started doing Macari. I actually got this one for free, but I think regularly it's probably around $10 or less. Now, I'm going to do a finger swatch in the yellow eyeshadow, and that's how it shows up. It's a little chalky, but that's to be expected. Very sheer, which is probably not, what you're hoping for. It's right here, but it's super sheer, like I said. So I'm going to do a clean brush. And to keep it fair, I'm going to be using the same primer for every eyeshadow. And I'm also going to be doing the same brush for every eyeshadow. I'm just going to clean it off. Now, here's how it shows up on the brush. Okay, here's with the brush and here's with the finger. You probably are like, where's the pigment? Thing is, this one isn't very pigmented. So I decided instead of being biased and showing you guys all of the really good ones, I'm going to show you some of the ones that are good and not good. Sometimes they look really pigmented in the pan, which this one looks really bright. You're like, wow, even this is bright right here, which I kind of feel is very misleading. So don't waste your money on this palette. But now I'm going to show you what it looks like with some primer on my hand. Okay, the primer that I'm using is the Catrice Prime and Fine. I'm going to be using that for every single swatch I'm going to be doing here. So my hand is primed, brush is clean. Now I'm going to do a brush swatch first. Now, there it is. But I'm going to see how many layers it's going to take up to build. So we're going in with our second layer. As you see, there is tons of flakes, but that is how it's going to look. This is how it's going to look with 3 layers, so it's very sheer. My camera is still doing that going in and out of focus thing. I don't know why it's doing that. Finger swatch. So one finger swatch is about the equivalent of 3 with a brush. So here was with the finger and here was with the brush. So that was that one, and I really wouldn't waste my money on it. Good thing I didn't really buy it. So there's that. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys a little one by NYX. It's called STFU, which I can only assume that means shut up. This is the hot singles by NYX. I like the packaging, first of all. It's very cute and modern. Has like a little bubble dome lid, and right here, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's like a little bow. I think it's really cute. And now with the unprimed hand and a brush, I'm going to go in. Now the thing with this one, it does have a lot of fallout, like kickback, like just by like, it's dusty. That's what it looks like, kind of chunky, which is a no-go for me. Now I'm going to try it with my finger. And this is with an unprimed hand again. Now it looks really pretty on the finger, but very patchy and very, patchy. It goes on a lot smoother with the finger. finger brush. Now we're going to try it with a prime tan. Now with prime tan, I'm going in with the same eyeshadow, finger swatch, personally I don't see that big of a difference, and now is with the brush on a prime tan. Still a lot of fallout and kickback. I don't know if you guys see this. A lot more with a prime tan, but it's still a bit chalky. This was a brush swatch, this was finger swatch. Okay, now moving on to this one. I saw this one online and I also saw a review of it on YouTube, and everybody was really liking these. Stargazer Eye Dust. And I wanted something that was really neon, that would show up, and you know, this one looks perfect. You're like, wow, that's really bright. And on prime tan, I'm going in with a brush, same brush, very clean. I do clean these and I do dry them, so the wetness wouldn't affect each one of these. Okay, I'm just going in with some of the stuff that's in the lid since this is a loose pigment. So I'm just going in the lid and circling around. And it looks very fluorescent, which is nice. And I'm going in, again, unprimed tan. I feel like the brush just kind of like absorbs it, if that makes sense. It's not like a wet pigment, it's obviously a dry, but it's just sticking to the bristles and it's not really transferring onto the surface that you want it to transfer onto. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more. Okay, wow. Okay. Now, that is what it looks like without a primer, and that's with a brush. But I think, so lesson learned, don't automatically judge an eyeshadow until you try to like pick up a ton of it and then put it on. Me personally, I was probably putting on too thin of a layer and was like, oh, it's not what I was looking for. But actually, it's really nice and very pretty. That's again with a brush, no primer. Now going in with the finger swatch. Finger brush, no primer. I'm going to prime my hand and I'll be right back. Okay, now with the primed hand, I'm going back in, and I don't think I showed you guys what this looked like inside. I'll try showing you guys without spilling it. Looks like this, like any other pressed powder, and that's pretty cool. My autofocus just keeps turning on out of nowhere. Had to take a quick break. And I just got packages in the mail. So, cool. We're gonna open these probably in the next video. I probably already know what this one is. These ones feel like eyelashes. I've already have like, not exaggerating, I probably have like over 100 pairs of eyelashes. Love them. Back to business. Now with a prime tan, I think that's where I was. I have my pigment on my brush. And I'm going to go in and just with one swipe, with already that much pigment. So, and you're just gonna probably just keep getting pigment. So it's very fluorescent and neon. It's really nice. With finger. So, like I said, very fluorescent, very neon. Totally give this an A+ now. Now that I know that how neon it is. Wow. So I definitely recommend it with a primer. Now I'll be right back because this stains. Mist. Okay, instead of using a makeup wipe, I'm actually going to try using these Pond's Cold Cream Cleanser. It's moisturizing deep cleanser and makeup remover. I just bought this yesterday just to check out if it really does remove makeup. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, immediately when I see things like this, I think of a cream, kind of like a night cream. But no, this is like more like a balm, like a really thick balm. it's really nice. So I just dipped some tissue in there, and let's see if it removes this makeup, which is nice. Guys, I totally recommend this product too. This wiped off my all that yellow staining that last eyeshadow made on my hand. It definitely cleared it up. And I did use a lot of product, but I'm pretty sure with the right amount of product, it would come off really easy. $5 for that jar was very fantastic. You don't have to waste about $8 on a pack of wipes that'll last you less than a week. So I recommend that. I think they also have like little small ones to keep in your purse too. So good product, good stuff. And it also left my hand like really baby smooth. Okay, now moving on. I am going to be testing out this Sugarpill one. This one is the Electro Cute, like I said, by Sugarpill in shade High Vis. And packaging looks like this. Very nice. Now this one does have sparkle in it, so I don't know if that affects anything. Can you see all that? Okay. Now with an unprimed dry hand and a clean brush, I'm going to do a swatch on my hand. I think I said hand too many times. Okay. Looks very nice on the brush. Very pretty. Now with a finger, all I did was tap once. It's not bad. More shimmery than I would like. If you want like a matte shadow that's yellow and pigmented, it's definitely not the one you're looking for. So my thoughts on that, you don't really need a primer with it, but I'm going to try a primer anyway, just to stay consistent with what I'm doing. So I'm going to wipe these off, and of course, I should have done this one last, knowing that it had glitter in it. Give me one moment. Okay, and with the prime hand, I am going in with the same shadow, and very pretty. Definitely shows up a lot more. Now with my finger, I'm only taking a little bit because this glitter is like that friend that never leaves, you know what I mean? It's just always there. Okay, now that I've got rid of most of the glitter on my hand, I'm going in with the shade Star from the Kat Von D Pastel Gloss Palette. And this one folds all the way back, which is lovely. I love when palettes can do that. Here's the shade. Now, here it is. It shows up pretty nicely. And that was a brush swatch. I don't know if I've mentioned that already. Now, here is a finger swatch. Right underneath. A little bit more patchy, definitely with, or like streaky, with the finger swatch than with a brush. With the primed tan, I'm going in with the brush, and I'm going in with the same shade, of course, Star. I feel like it gets more golden, if that makes sense, like a more golden yellow with a primer. And with a finger. Okay, now I'm going to try the Folly eyeshadow palette, the 28 color one from BH Cosmetics. And they have two yellow shades in here, actually. So I'm going to go in with this one. No, this one. This is more of a golden yellow shade, and I'm trying to focus on more ones that are not too golden. So I'm going to do this one right here. Trying to get you guys like a true color type thing. Brush, unprimed hand. This is definitely a little bit like metallic. It's sheer, but it's very pretty. Now again with an unprimed hand, going in. I think it's very subtle and very pretty. But if you were looking for that neon, like, stargazer effect, then probably not the yellows that you are looking for. Make a trace. Prime and fine. And when I'm priming my hand, guys, I'm only using that much primer and swirling it around. So just in case you guys are wondering how much primer I'm using like a dot for everything. So I want to get this as consistent as possible. Now, brush, same shadow. Kind of looks the same to me. Finger. Yeah, I don't see much difference, guys. Yeah, not much difference. Okay, and back with the Coastal Suns palette. Now, when I show you guys this palette, I made it myself, meaning that I chose the colors myself. That's what I should say. This is the magnetic palettes from Coastal Scents, and I decided to customize it. So this is the layout that I chose. Now, each color is very beautiful. This yellow is the one that we're going to be testing out. And I like the mirror in this one because it's so big and it's good quality. It's not like a funhouse mirror. Some eyeshadow palettes be putting like some janky ass mirrors on their palettes, but this one is top quality. Now that's one layer. I'm gonna actually show you what it looks like with like 3 layers like I did with the other shadow. Okay, and that's what it looks like with 3 layers. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of the NYX eyeshadow. In the sense that it's not very pigmented, but it still shows up. But definitely not neon. I don't remember the name of that shade, but hold on, wait. Bright yellow. I just took it out the pan, and it has like the name on the back of each individual ones. Now, to me, I think the price range for these eyeshadows are pretty decent. They're like $2 a piece, but the shipping is what's gonna get you. The shipping is like $9. It was for me. It was like 8 something, I think, for shipping. But yeah, once you think, oh, okay, I got like one shadow for $2, you're actually going to be paying like $11 because of the shipping and the handling and the tax and all that stuff. And that's a finger swatch. And now I'm going to do 2 more layers of finger swatches to see the buildability of these. So yeah, these are definitely buildable. So for, I think, $2 a piece, very good quality. Yeah, for this entire palette, I only paid $37 because the shipping was the part that actually cost the most. And like I said, magnetic, and you get to customize your own palette, so that's pretty cool. I almost forgot to do the prime. Okay, I'm going to prime my hand, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Here was a finger swatch with a primed hand, and now for the brush. The next yellow comes from the Juvia's Place palette. This is the Zulu palette. Now with an unprimed tan, I'm going to go in with this yellow shade right here. I don't know if you can tell, like all that's kickoff, like, and then it's gone. But that's what it looks like with the brush. And this is what it looks like finger swatched. Now there is a bit of staining that's happening. Okay, now with a primed tan, I'm going to show you guys what a finger swatch would look like. And now what a brush swatch would look like. Brushes tend to kick up a lot. But yeah, it shows up pretty well. Pretty nice. Okay, so now I'm going to try something a little bit different. I am going to use a liner. Now, I'm testing a liner, and this time a non-eyeshadow, but I feel like this definitely falls underneath the category of what we're talking about. These are by Suva Beauty. These are the Hydra liners. Now, I know what you're saying, oh my god, Nydia, those are like really expensive. Yes, they are. You probably get like 2 for like $30-something. They are pretty pricey, but go to Bloomingdale's online and get these. I think they're like either the same price or $1 cheaper, but you can also get free shipping if you sign up for like their loyalty program or something like that. So I do not have a discount code that I can share with you guys. Otherwise, I would definitely share if I can save you guys money. Trust me, I would totally do that, but I don't think I do. I don't think I have a code. But yeah, totally. So get these things. I haven't really, like, I tried one of them, but that's what they look like in the inside. But it did stain my bristles. So I wanted to show you guys that it does stain. These, as you may know by the title of them, the Hydra liners, they are activated by water. So, water. I'm just pouring a little bit inside of the lid. Shoot. It's a lot of it. Okay. So, have your water inside the lid. I'm going to wet my brush. Well, actually, I'm not going to use that brush. These ones are cute because they have like a little fishtail. But I'm going to use the same brush to stay consistent. Okay, it's wet. And now these ones I'm not going to do with a primer or without a primer since they are a liner and not a shadow. Green pot. Interesting. Okay, this turns more like a green color. Now, even with the clean brush, I thought that was the case the first time when it was turning like this green color. And I'm like, oh my god, maybe I had a black eyeshadow in there that maybe turned it color. Turns out it just does that. So, was it my brush? It turns into like this green color. But here it is on my brush. It's fully coated. Now, oh wow. Nice. Oh my god, that's so cool. And this is what they look like. So, super neon. Definitely worth the buy. Okay, and the last shadow I'm going to be doing is by, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like M-Y-O. I don't want to say Mayo. Mayo. Mayo makeup. I think that's what it's called. And this one is like a very fluorescent color. I've actually used this once before. And I absolutely love it. It's very similar to the Stargazer eyeshadow. So, pigment is poppin'. This is without a primer, and as you see, I barely have like really anything on my brush. It's like I just dipped it. And there we are. Now, with my finger, I feel like it came on a lot better with the finger. Yeah. Okay, with a prime tan, I'm going in again with the Mayo Cosmetics, and the brush shows up a lot better with the primer. So again, they look like this. And to search up like MYO makeup or MYO eyeshadow on eBay or the internet, and you guys can find them for kind of a relatively cheap price. I think you can get like 10 of them for $10, or there's sales out there. But be careful because not all of them come in little jars. Some of them are sold in baggies. So it's totally up to you. It's your preference. But that concludes this video, and I'll see you guys next time where I'm testing out all these other ones and some of the other Suva Beauty hydro liners. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment below which one was your favorite and which ones are you totally getting. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.